Word of the day, transgender. According to Merriam-Webster's dictionary, transgender means being a person whose gender identity differs with the sex identified at birth. Gender identity is a person's internal sense of being male, female, or neither. For instance, Facebook provides more than 50 gender options. Gender, it means behavioral, cultural, or psychological traits typically associated with sex. And sex in this context means structural, functional, and sometimes behavioral characteristics of organisms that distinguish males and females. Doctors can alter the physical characteristics of sex, but bodily sex does not determine gender. Sex can also be a plural noun, meaning the reproductive organs, especially external genitalia. Is being transgender a mental illness? According to the American Psychological Association, a psychological state is considered a mental disorder only if it causes significant distress or disability. Many transgender people do not find being transgender as distressing, therefore it is not a mental disorder. I beg to differ. I think a lot of trans people are distressed by discrimination. The mental illness is on the other side. The right wing is obsessed with the genitalia of children. It's sick. It's full of fear-mongering propaganda to enrage the X users. Ironically, non-binary people use the letter X rather than M or F on documents. The distress caused by repressing their gender identity is a mental disorder, sometimes known as gender dysphoria, and the fifth DSM in 2013 introduced a diagnosis of gender dysphoria in children. Gender identity disorder is a strong and persistent cross-gender identification. The disturbance causes significant distress or impairment in social, occupational, or other important areas of functioning. The only treatment for gender identity disorder is transitioning. Gender-affirming cares for individuals under the age of 18 can include medication like puberty blockers and hormone treatments, but rarely include surgery, and only after extensive medical and psychological treatment. The Harvard School of Public Health found more cisgender children getting gender-affirming surgeries. Cisgender means identifying with the sex identified at birth. I actually looked it up. It is legal for minor females to get breast implants if their parents allow it. Are we also going to outlaw circumcision and babies getting their ears pierced? Should transgender people be allowed to serve in the military? According to the Human Rights Campaign, the American Medical Association, the Psychological Association, and the American Psychiatric Association, there is no medical reason transgender troops should be banned from serving. Thousands of service members are being threatened with losing their job for a disorder that does not interfere with their occupation and is not a choice. My source for that one? Me. I have schizoaffective disorder, and it's not my choice. Who would choose this? You have to choose to get better. And for people with gender identity disorder, that means transitioning. That means getting better. That's recovery. And with my schizoaffective disorder, people are afraid of me too, but my disorder is easier to hide until I talk. I shouldn't serve in the military, and I'm disqualified from serving in the military. I looked it up. There are psychological disorders that disqualify you from serving in the military, and schizoaffective disorder is one of them. Also, I smoke weed, I can't do push-ups, and do not give me a gun. And mostly, I don't want to. transgender people want to serve our country, go for it. I'm not going to do it. How dare trans-bashing politicians spit in the faces of such patriotic Americans who want to serve despite inevitable discrimination? It's immoral. It's un-American. We should be opening our arms to these people who are really being heroes and being themselves at the same time. Hi, I'm making this content for tips because I urgently need to raise money to move. So please make a contribution on Venmo or Cash App, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff to boost the algorithm, and thanks for watching.